Hello everyone, this is Shadow Holguin, others known as Brendan Holguin, and we're back at it again with more Hiveswap. Just gonna continue on from where we last saved, and hopefully can continue further. I'll continue to read every single thing. I believe I read the globe and did everything with the globe, as I remember. So I think I'm doing things with the deer. Let's see how that goes. Okay, what's saying first? I'm just gonna reread the deer. As if dead weren't bad enough, your paw replaced his eyes with some creepy glass orbs. The light refracted in their faceted stare gives you the creeps. Now, but are you crazy, or is there some light reflecting off his antler too? Maybe it bears closer examination. Now, I might have read this already, which I may or may not. I don't think I did. Just reread it now. Anyway, let's try the key. What does this deer know about keys? You got any key secrets, dear? Didn't think so. Ah, geez, you feel like a jerk. Why were you so mean to him? You wish he really did have a key secret. You wished it so hard you believed it to be true. Where are you hiding the key, you smug noble jerk? You beckon the deer forward with a tasty pet treat. He's incapable of resisting temptation, but he's also incapable of movement, so he stays put, stalemate. Frozen in his posture of supreme dignity, the deer doesn't deign to notice you bugging him with garbage. This noble creature spurns your batteries. Look at that hoof, arched up will spurn like. That's a spurning hoof if you ever seen one. Did he just jostle a bit? What's your deal, buckaroo? To leap as nimbly as a deer is the highest challenge of the art. And a live deer, you mean? This poor guy's seen nimbler days. It's an albedrie, a folk art monster from Oaxaca? Forgive my bad pronouncing. Oaxaca, maybe. Mexico, carved out of the wood of the copal tree. This little thing used to creep you out really bad until your babysitter suggested you learn more about it. You found out they're based on monsters that Narnia saw in his dreams, and ever since then, he seemed a lot more friendly. He does share its red and green coloring, kinda. Well, close enough. Close enough to raise questions? Not really. With those big ears and those wings, this little bat fellow probably prefers mosquitoes and moths to pet treats. Although, according to the disclaimer on the back, these pet treats may contain insects. Up to 0.0%? You don't like those odds, so no treat. Some albergee are made out of brightly painted paper mache. Although this one is made of wood, he's a little insulted that you think he'd care about pogs just because they're colorful. And made of paper, too. You get the feeling you should maybe step off. Authentic folk art doesn't come with battery compartments, at least not the authentic folk art produced in the region of this particular piece's origin. Anywhere else I can click on? Let's see. You've got some really old ashes in here, and a couple of nearly disintegrated chunks of charred wood. Oh great, I can interact with that. You don't want to get old ashes over your precious heirloom. It'd be especially difficult to get out of the grooves of the spiral. Burning the pet treats for warmth? Not in a million years. Think of the poor pets who would go untreated. Releasing the noxious vapor of burning pogs over the land might take a few monsters out, but unfortunately, there's also Jude, your dog, Briars, and Jude's other pigeons to consider. And, oh yeah, your babysitter, if she happens to return right now. Oh, and yourself. You always forget about yourself. That'd be a really inefficient way to release the energy stored in these batteries. Alright, now we can do the puzzles. Let's jostle him up more. Well, I I guess I'm going this way. I mean, it has to be something related. There's gotta be something I gotta do here. Wow. For once, it's a puzzle of some sort. Wait a minute. Oh. You know, I noticed that Hoof was bugging me, but I wasn't certain it was different. There's something odd about the antlers. You can't quite put a finger on it, or can you? Maybe in a literal sense. Did your mom hopefully disapprove of stuff like this? Maybe that's why it's in the trophy room. It might be a nice gesture to his dear spirit to stick a treat in there, or it might be absurd. You're not really up on your orthodox Servine burial sacraments. Forgive me. Like these pugs, could this antler be flipped somehow? Like how someone might flip a switch, depending on what you may not already know. You frame these questions either as sincere eurekas or absolute sarcasm at your own discretion. He's already done all the battering with those antlers that he'll ever do. It jostled a bit. Maybe we can just kind of reach up. No need for a big leap. It's well within the reach of your bean-fingered grasp. Little bean fingers. I like that. Whoa, that sure did something. Jude, I can't make heads or tails of this thing. What thing? Over. I turned on a laser, but that's it? Nothing else is happening. Thought you were a puzzle master. Was wrong, it seems. Over. Hold on. Over. Believe this calls for burns. McGruff crime dog experiences trouble? Unbelievable. Over. Wait. Disregard previous burn. Superior burn formulated. Ace Ventura pet detective. Please respond if ice required. Over. Nice try, Dork. Pretty good burn. Okay, that's a pretty good burn. That was a solid. You nailed me. Forgive a boundary overstepped. Have been informed mildly contentious banter. Cornerstone squad camaraderie. Over. Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, how am I supposed to solve this thing? They're clearly a puzzle thing that cries out to be solved. Use marbles. Over. I'm thinking as hard as I can. You know I like puzzles. I wouldn't be asking if it weren't an emergency. Actual marbles. Over. What are you talking about? Trivial, really. Over. What marbles? I don't have any marbles. You don't? None nearby? Over. No! Oops. Over. Oh my goodness. Achievement unlocked! You are now Jude Harley. And though tonight is apparently the night you've been preparing for, laying so many preparations and countermeasures and countermeasures against, it would seem you made a rare tactical blunder. The marbles that Joey needs to disengage your strategic defense globe are here in your treehouse. Time to call in the lone gunbirds. Okay, let's talk. Tactical error. Consulted all marbles here in treehouse to prevent Attic Key from falling into wrong hands. Over. Additionally, forgot about doing that. Over. No cause for concern putting top agent on it. Over. Wait, who? Did you get in touch with one of your friends or... Oh god. You mean one of your pigeons, don't you? Over and out. Dork. So, the way he speaks, at first I was a little uncertain, but now I'm certain. I'm making him speak like I've heard Jake's dad speak when the Vox's dub or narration, I should say, voice acting for Jake's father. So I'm gonna make it a little bit like that, but you know, my stupid voice. I'm gonna continue looking at junk. Those are nice pigeons, though. Your careful records of the activity of the mysterious figures you often see prowling around in the woods. Joey didn't buy it, but the sudden influx of monsters may have changed her stance. is on from the government, and you need to send an encrypted message while staying off the grid. You entrust it to one of your trained carrier pigeons, the lone gunbirds. You survey the troops. There's Langley, Briars, and of course, Frog. He's your favorite. Dear sweet Frog, how you adore him. You cherish him when he flaps. Your tactical escape hatch allows ingress and egress from your amazing treehouse. You put a red marble in the pouch. You put a blue marble to the pouch. A carrier pigeon can possibly carry that much weight. Better stick with 2 marbles. A carrier pigeon... Okay. I have a feeling that those marbles are related to what the puzzle's gonna be. Let's look at this. This stuff is all treasure, plain and simple. You do a quick visual this is gonna be it. You do a quick visual inspection, confirm that the pouch is 1 blue marble, 1 red marble. Okay. Pouch. Wait, were those the right marble colors? On second thought, doesn't feel right. Didn't you have a secret diagram prominently displayed somewhere to help you out with this exact problem? Alright. Well, that's very helpful. You keep smashing geodes in case they're secretly alien eggs. And if one is, well, you already have the hammer in your hand, won't you? Might be time to scan the airwaves again. See if you can pick up any chatter from the enemy. Oh boy, this couldn't... Of course it's gonna be red and green. You've already committed this crucial intelligence to memory, but a truly great field commander keeps even better records. Okay, alright, I know what... Thank you, game, for plainly laying out the, deal here. The perfect place to store your flares. Well, some of them. It's also where you keep your beeper, but you really don't want to get into that right now. Only a few of those are actually liquids, and unfortunately, those are also the ones whose contents you don't precisely, exactly, 100% remember with total certainty. You're not saying some of them are urine, but you're not saying none of them are urine. Alright, that's just the same thing. Okay, no, that's the same. That's also the... I thought those marks would be different. Oh god, I see it. Hussie, you vile... Okay. I'm just gonna... Just don't mind this equine presence. Look at these monsters. No eyes, no weapons, only the most rudimentary of squad-based tactical maneuvers. This is a diversity feint by an expendable vanguard if you ever seen one. The puppy castle seems fortified for the moment. You and the pup spent some time adding extra defensing implements this summer. They are holding up nicely. Look at these monsters. No eyes, no weapons, only the most Okay, no, it's the same thing. Sorry. Forgive my reread. There she blows, Harley Manor. Well, maybe only half Harley Manor, since Joey disordered the name in favor of your mother's. Oh, well, we have confirmation. Okay, well, I think that's everything I can possibly... Wait. Okay, no, this is the star. You must be suspicious of all. Alright, well, let's try egressing. Look, if it were just your can on the line, you'd be out that hatch, down the ladder, and blasting monsters in seconds. But Joey's counting on you, and you've got to get her to a more defensible position before you can even consider heroically abandoning your own. You retrieve the cache of flares you were keeping in your metal chest, combined with the flare gun, your tactical treasure. Oh boy! I can't wait to try them all together. Oh yeah, the reflective flare light dancing in the geode makes some really fascinating colors. But you can't risk it inside the treehouse, and it's too crowded of monsters out there to have a minerals jamboree right now. Later though, later for sure. Flares go 2 places. your fireproof flare chest, or your fire-starting flare gun. No middle ground, no surrender. A lit flare would scare the bejesus out of a pigeon, and you need a pigeon at the very peak of his courage. Very tactical, very important. Much tactics. Can't combine it with anything yet. Dropping lit flares down the hatch sounds like a good way to set the tree on fire, which would be a good defensive maneuver if your treehouse weren't attached to it. Oop, I'm playing with my metal desk thing too much. Forgive my impertinence to fidgeting with crap. I have ADHD. I need to start jostling my knee around. Anywho, let's just get this stupid, super easy puzzle done. You take the pouch of the red and green marbles. Alright. Oh, let's try this. Now I have a new item. You think you'll stick with the pouch? A jar would be pretty heavy for pigeons to carry, even one so expertly trained as yours. If you didn't have your marbles, you could, in a pinch, chisel out some crystal. Wait, this backup plan is terrible. It's like you've lost your marbles already. Fortunately, you haven't, since tactically sound contingencies seem to be thin on the ground this evening. Oh, wait, I think... Whoops! Oh well. Wow, and this space is low! Thank you. Oh. Oh. My god! Your uses of it are hardly standard. You think it's more like outstandard, i.e. great. Oh no. The poor pigeon! I didn't combine anything with the lantern, oh no. I have messed up. I have failed as an expert combiner. Sadly, we'll never know what the marbles would say to the lantern. But we can still find out what the flares do. This lantern runs on oil, not flares. That would be a pretty unorthodox lantern. You briefly chuckle at the unorthodoxy. There she blows. Okay. I can actually... Are you crazy? Signaling the location to monsters who seem not to have noticed that you're up here would be just an incredible tactical blunder. You're blundering just thinking about it. Now where did Joey go? Maybe you should flash your lantern at her some more. Joey should be managing just fine with her flashlight. Between that and her dancing skills, this is either a double or a triple threat, depending on whether you classify different schools of dancing as multiple distinct threats. You've thought a lot about it, and you're just going to have to think a lot about it some more. Sorry for hold up. Unbelievable, tragic disaster. Over. Did you lose something else? Must soldier on, making second attempt. Now. Over. Alright. Are you sure you're over and out for a hike? Legend. May he live on. Okay, alright, well. I can't, oh yeah. So, oh, okay. Oh my, I just noticed those binoculars were clickable. I have failed again. Forgive me, my viewers. You've also missed out a chance to hear what the marbles and the lantern and the binoculars would do. But hopefully, you could forgive this fault as a chance for you to find out yourself. Whatever congruence of binoculars and flares he had in mind is probably very bad for your eyes. Alright. Oh. Okay, then. No, I didn't want to click on the... You're probably the only kid in school that owns one of these babies. What if those kids get stranded in the middle of the ocean? stranded in the middle of those. Then joke's on them until they starve and die. But the chamber is empty because you observed proper flare gun safety protocols. And maybe you should load it because you've also observed some scary stuff this evening. Oh, okay. You don't need to use your binoculars to see this flare gun is unloaded, because that would be an incredible, dangerous way to check the loaded plus unloaded status of a firearm. These bad boys are just too cool to smash up with the butt of your unloaded, oh my goodness, with your unloaded flare gun, which is a real shame, because that would be a classic tough guy move. Might show these monsters who's in command around here. You'll stick with flares for now. Although if you could figure out how to weaponize a Venus flytrap, you'd be pretty much unstoppable. Storing your flare gun and your flares in the same place just makes you nervous, even if that place is fireproof. They'd make terrible ammo, except for very long distance shots, but the best they could hope to do is agitate the enemy, distracting them at a crucial moment, or be food like throw hike. I'm sorry, I'm really torn up by that poor pigeon. I don't like seeing animals get killed. Old Yeller I'm having some visions of Old Yeller again. Or breath held, hands steady. Be careful to load the flares into the flare gun. There's no going back now. The genie is out of the bottle. You know, things have taken a dark, but you frankly feel a little sick that you felt briefly compelled to do such a thing. You take some deep breaths and shake your head. Keep it together, Jude, old boy. How do you think smash these boys open? Who do you think smash these opens? Okay, sorry. The pigeon straight up got to me a bit and I'm a little shaken. Piff. I literally just went. How do you think you smashed these bad boys open in the first place? Between the nails, the broken glass, and the chemicals of uncertain origin, that stack of jars has to be the most dangerous thing in here you could possibly shoot. This knowledge means if you decide you have to shoot anything else, it's now a moderately better decision, just by contrast. No. Okay, there's being cautious, and then there's just being silly. You think, yes, you think this is the most dangerous thing you could possibly attempt. You therefore make a tactical decision not to attempt it. If I could just do a sentence without screwing up, I would sound way better as a narrator. You already lost your primary binoculars during your strategic retreat from that encroaching serpent beast. You're not about to lose your auxiliary knocks due to a wanton disregard of flare gun safety protocols. No, Joey's still in there, along with most of your stuff. But as a last resort, no, never. If it comes to that, you'll fight your way there and save yourself. Overwhelming odds and certain death to be damned. You just hope it doesn't come to that. Maybe, but not yet. You're dealing with superior numbers here. It's critical that you wait for the perfect moment to attack. Otherwise, you're just giving away your position and potentially your life to agitate a single monster. No way, under no circumstances, or at least under no circumstances that you are presently willing to consider. Shoot the freaking. Okay. Sorry for hold up. Unbelievable tragic disaster. Over. Did you lose something else? My soldier on. Making second attempt now. Over. Alright. Are you sure you're. Okay, no. This is the. The sad. Taking out a puzzle door and load of another red marble and another green marble. Please. Wait a minute. Glass shrapnel? That would violate the Geneva Convention for certain. And adherence to such principles as all that separates you from them. They are very beautiful when they reflect a tinted light, as Joey would soon discover for herself. I just feel like... Oh, wait a minute. I got a chance to do... We got a chance to do the marbles. Sometimes you look at the marbles through your binoculars, like a jeweler using a loupe to size up a nice gemstone. Wait, the marbles are red and green, just like your two lanterns. This is all adding up. This is... Wait, no. You got lanterns that were red and green on purpose, to match the marble colors. Wow, you nearly did some conspiracy on your own actions, because you didn't remember them right away. You might need to dial back a little. Okay, I really feel uncertain about doing this. I don't want those two to any of them to die. Don't. Well, I'm glad he's alive. Are you alright? Betrayal, over. Abandonment, over. The lowest, vilest cowardice, the lowest, vilest cowardice, over. Well, can't even communicate. True degree of outrage, over. Likely to jeopardize mission if emotion not suppressed, over. Incoming, over and out. Oh, no! Heh, you already have a pouch of regular. These just the reaches is inconceivable. You reject it. Again, you must forgive my incompetence at clicking too fast. Oh boy. We missed some dialogue today, people. A dialogue that only you can salvage on your own playthrough. Forgive me. Let's do this thing. Hopefully, just hopefully, do this right. Oh. Yes! Victory. Gratuity. Success. Jism Crow Bayers, my boy, so brave, so true, so great. Are you actually just point blank losing your mind now? It would maybe be kind of a relief after years of build-up, but you could have picked a better night for it. Mission accomplished. Bayers, champion of champions, waiting for you in kitchen. Over. Why? Over? Oh, Bayers has marbles required to acquire key. Over. Alright, I guess that sort of makes sense. New development. Bayers being menaced. Please, hurry. Over. What? Okay, I'm on it. Hurry, please, Joey. He's all I have left. Over it now. Okay, alright. Better hurry. Come on. We can't let Bayers... We can't let Bayers die, man. We already had a betrayer and the death of a good soldier on our hands. Strive. Too precious to weaponize. No, let's call that. Flip the flap out. Flip skipped. Charge. Better luck next time. Pardon me, boy. Can you give me a shine? Opening night. Pain, panned. Can I treat you? Treat yourself. Uh-oh. Dance like nobody's watching. Success. Alright, so, obviously. Pardon me, boy. Encore. Yawn, snore. Pardon me. Tough crowd, maybe we need something with a little more flash. Oh, some popular flashy, right? Playing for Pigeon. No takebacks. So high. By Joe. Throw him with daylight. Step gingerly. Down the yard, a stair. Pass the ball. Pass the ball. Fresh start. Still me. Face full of sleep. Get a coffin ready. Hey, over here. Nothing doing. Pardon me. Alright, enough messing around. Got mayo. Dang it, you guys saw it. I couldn't announce it. Spice to me! Mixed success. Well, I can't look at the body, apparently. Well, yeah, look at it. It looks like all that fracas with the monster got him pretty shook up. You might have to find something here in the kitchen you can tempt him with. No, he can't have it. He might fly off of it, and then immediately be eaten by a monster. And then, where would you be? Figuratively, and also, where would your precious heirloom be? Literally. Oddly enough, you aren't sure these are safe for birds. After the violent strangled death of that monster, you're a little nervous about just feeding things to other things at random. Maybe there's something safer around here? Like bread? Bread-like, at least. You can go up or wrong when you defeat that monster. The coy wink of the setting sun of the tip of this copper-up-top dynamo holds no interest for your feathery quarry or his mysterious parcel. He hungers for something else. Maybe something from the cupboard? You're just tossing ideas around here. The pigeon just saw you kill that monster of this stuff. There's no way he'll go for it. Joey, thank you for tactically brilliant seasonings. Murder. Buyer says payload repeat. Buyer says payload over. Thanks. Do you know how I might get him down? He seems pretty terrified. Negative. Buyer simply has unfortunate mercenary streak. Should respond to enticement. Over. How do you bribe a pigeon? Sounds like setup for a riddle or perhaps joke. Over. Bye, Jude. Over and out. Oh, we got a new item. That means I can do it on anything. You're about to fax a picture of spices to some random person, but you worry it might be hard to collect the spices again afterwards. So you reconsider. Phew! You very nearly did something kind of ridiculous and time-wasting. Bullet dodged. When there is food in these, maybe. Although that would have been kind of gross, just dumping dry spice on already prepared Chinese food. You'll suggest it to Jude next time. Okay, no, that's the thing. Okay, got it. Wait, really? Wait, that was a solution? What? What? We got a cracker? All you can read from this meager cabinet is the Stella's tiniest, worst cracker. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. The spice mix would probably make it taste better, but you're still not going to eat it. Heck, the spice mix would make cardboard taste better, but you're not going to eat that either. The mysterious chemical processes that produce the power from silver nubs of these batteries, they don't need any assistance from your sweet or your savory. You don't hate pogs because they're bland. That would be a relief. They're so in your face and intense and radical, you can't stand them. Turn 12 already, pogs. Nah, they're already irresistible, so pretty much all animals. Nah, they're already irresistible to pretty much all animals. Why gild a lily? Your precious heirloom was already quite magical, thank you, and you have no desire to eat it. You don't really have any strong feelings about trying to use your spice mix for your tap dancing or whatever, so you're just gonna list some words that might either be spices or tap dancing terms. Ready? Okay. Bombershade, grapevine, tanglefoot, riffle, cabranola. Now, how many of those were tap and how many were spice? Give up? All tap. Tap dancing is wild. A light touches everything in the kitchen and on stage. No, they're not even gonna address that. Alright. That silly pigeon would probably prefer this cracker without a copper topping. Hey, more still garbage. Today's really looking up for you. What's that the kids say? Tubular? That is just tubular. You combine a stale cracker and pet treats into a sadness bruschetta. Wow, things have gotten pretty bleak around here, huh? Maybe not that bleak, though. You separate the sadness bruschetta into its original ingredients. Both have ridges? That's all about you've got right now. That's about all you've got right now. The agitated bird and recently asphyxiated monster are kind of hard to get out of your head. You could stumble over this cracker or, offer it to that hungry looking cutie on the fridge. Up to you, really. If you're looking for a partner, you could probably do a lot worse than that little doofus on the fridge. He seems particularly interested in that stale cracker you picked up for whatever reason. Alright. We need to do more. More. I'm gonna go in every room, try it with everything. Okay. Oh, no. Wait, really? Okay. How about this? I'm I'm gonna try associating with this. Okay, no, it's just something. Oh, sadly, when this guy was murdered, he probably had all his digestive organs removed. He couldn't handle some warm soybeans and cold water, let alone this dry, dusty crunch square. Whatever's keeping this fella from rotting, it seems to be doing the trick on its own. But the minute he starts to go bad, you'll be ready to spice him. Spice him till he's fragrant. Pretty sure I did all the combinations for everything else. Let's go in the basement. Better not tempt fate. You just barely escaped that serpent. You mean snake. You mean monster. It's just a monster. Snakes don't have legs. It has tons of legs. Way more than you even. You're more like a snake than it is. Okay, you've gotten away from your original point a little, which is that you're not going back down. Alright. Let's go into the room. When you try to leave, you hear a soft, sad with the pigeon on top of the fridge. Surely you're not going to abandon him? What if that monster wakes back up? Besides, doesn't he have something you need? Fine. I guess it's just a good way to program a way for every idiot like me to try everything around the house of other random crap, so they don't have to write more random hilarity. Alright, let's... I already did the spy, so I'm just so tempted to spice him. Success! This little fellow, Byers, you think? Yes, you're pretty sure this is Byers. Gobbles on the stale crackers you tuck him into your pocket. He's got a little parcel around his neck, which you're fine with letting him hold on to until you actually figure out what you're supposed to do with it. Oh, look, he has a little animation in the capture log card. That's so cute. I love that. Let's spice him. What? No, Byers is not a snack. Byers, what do you make of these batteries? Why did you pick them up? What purpose will they ultimately serve? Are you just carrying them around out of a sense of curiosity, or is it just inertia? Why do they keep pooping in your hand? Oh, sorry, Byers. That got a little pointed. He's probably going to try to eat them, right? That's what he'll do, because he's a simple little bird brain who, okay. So he's wearing the pog, like a little hat. Touche, Byers. That's pretty darn cute. Byers picks the treats up with his beak and after a moment spits it back in your hand. Evidently he doesn't care for the taste. Either that or this bird is literally too dumb to know what food is. Byers is a cutie, but you're not quite sure you want to trust your shiny treasured memory of your dearly departed mother to an animal with a fascination for shiny objects and a proclivity for flying out of reach. Alright, let's talk to our brother. Okay, got the marbles. Do you want me to send the pigeon back? No. Over. Okay. Sorry, didn't mean to shout. Just worried. Please protect Byers. His chances of surviving. Return trip. Very remote. Over. Okay, yeah, good point. Seems pretty dicey out there. Affirmative. Over. I'll just use these marbles or whatever then. I'll let you know how he goes. Affirmative. Good luck, sis. Over and out. I'm gonna smash the pigeon on everything, and then smash the spice on everything. Oh, it's gonna be a grand time. You know what? Just for this episode, I'm gonna get things moving. This is gonna be like an hour long, or however long I'm doing this. Wait, should I? You know what? My uncertainty is too much. I'm just gonna end it here. I hope you all had a good time listening to this episode. Next time, we will smash spice and pigeons everywhere. Just smash them up there real good. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Please share and like if you enjoyed the video. Bye!